Hey, how you guys doing? This is Big Rich from Ohio Fish Rescue, and Will's got me giving you my top 10 fish here. And that's so hard to figure. There's different reasons. It ain't my favorite fish. It's because the first fish is because it's Tracy's favorite fish. That has a little spot in my heart. Come on over here. You see this big white one? She calls that her underwater flowing wedding. Nope, that one right there. That guy. Her wedding dress. Underwater flowing wedding dress. She loves how long his fins are. And that's the fish that got her started. And there's many others that we've added in since, but that was the one that got her started and got her hooked and got me to be able to turn this pond into a predatory pond. So he's got to be on my top 10 list.
And what type of koi is that, Rich?
That's a butterfly koi.
Butterfly koi, look at him.
He's also a platinum koi.
Wow, he is amazing. So that's number 10.
All right, now, for number 9, come on around this one. We have my Zaire Frontosa collection. This here it's quickly becoming one of my favorite collections. I love these guys, and I love the tank that they're in, and the contrast and colors. Right now it's a little cloudy because I didn't plan on doing this video, and I've already fed them a bunch of pellets today. So there's a bunch of particulates in the water, but you can just see the dark, deep blues on them, the contrast from the blacks, and even Lavaca tried taking them out. You can see that's all growing back now. It's taking time, but yeah, they're very, very pretty fish. Now, I'd like to say this next tank is one of my favorites. These guys, the Peacock Bass, I gotta show you why. But they are not on my list of top 10, but they are worth mentioning. Now, I love my Temensis Peacock Bass, but this is the reason I love these guys. No matter what you put in this water, they go after. Why are they not going after?
Feel like you got us one too many times, Rich.
Yeah.
We know that trick.
You can see a cup down in there somewhere.
Yeah.
They nailed it out of my hand going after it. But I'll give them a treat since they already ignored my cup. I'll give them a little bit of... Now, this is pleco food. This ain't even bass food. And they don't like the pleco food. I'm going to throw it in there to see if it reaches the bottom. You'll see them hit it, but they'll spit it back out. They're just little pigs, and they'll let it go now after they realize they don't like it, and they'll let it go to the bottom for the plecos.
The plecos that eat it up, though.
Oh, yeah. So they're worth mentioning, but they're not on my favorite list. Come on over here, and I'll show you what it is. All right. See this guy down here? That's not him, but we have 3 of them in there that size. That is a big 4-foot Niger cat. Now, the reason I say this is one of my favorite fish is because we had, come on up here, we had Paul Cafaro in my 4,400 gallon tank. We had Greg Woodstock in the tank. We had Rodrigo from Predatory Fins here. And now let me set this down. Paul Cafaro was in the tank, and he decides, he's holding a GoPro 7. He decides he wants to try and bear hug this fish, this big Niger, and try and hand it out because Josh was trying to get him in a net. And I'm on the outside, I'm like, Paul, no. Paul puts an arm around it with his GoPro here. Yeah. The fish takes and puts his tail this way, comes back up, smacks Paul upside his head, hits the camera out of his arm. Paul lets go, gets knocked back in the water. The fish freaks out, jumps up out of the 4,400, wow, hits the ceiling, and comes down right at Rodrigo from Predatory Fins. And Rodrigo's like, ugh, catches him, and runs over to the pool, and goes to put him in the pool. And, you know, someone pushed him in at the same time.
That's somebody, huh?
It was a great time. It was a great story. But that fish, he holds a little bit of, you know, he put us all through some trauma that day. Paul Cafaro, he's like, I don't even want that camera. You can have it, Rich. So that's why I have a story behind it. So I can tell my story. That's why I love that big 4-foot Niger. Okay, nice. This back here is my next one. These guys. These are my Black Diamond breeders. They are just amazing. that's actually a King Henley eye. Okay. And then more black diamonds over there. And then behind here, there's some more. They're all back behind the barrels there. These guys here are my favorites because I used to breed stingrays, and we got all of our stingrays off H2O Aquatics when they closed down, and I was breeding stingrays, selling them up. I sold all my breeder stingrays to be able to buy this house out here. So now that I've collected some stingrays back, I've bought them here and there, we've got enough where we can start breeding again and helping support the fish rescue.
Sure.
Now, come on over here. Number 6 has to be this colony of Sickles. Reason being, I've had so much trauma with so many people arguing over the coral inserts, the filters in front of the tank, the backgrounds. It's just been non-stop. But the story behind these was they came from the Bellagio Hotel, made on the show tanks for the Bellagio Casino, and they were big money. They were set up and used 3 months. They were taken down, put in storage, and then given to a liquidation company. One of our members got a hold of us, told me about them. I worked out a deal with them. We went to Las Vegas. We got a semi. We sent them back here. They sat outside for over a year. We had a heater in them. We had them wrapped in styrofoam, and then the tarps over them, and I had a heater inside with a camera. I could monitor their temperature. I mean, the stands were 5 foot tall. We had to cut them down to 2 foot. We finally, a year later, got them inside here, and now they're up and running. So much drama over the innards. I'm not cutting them corals out. This is a part of history. This is a part of Tank the Show. This is a part that you can see these tanks and know they were the Bellagio tanks. You can match it up. I cut them out. Now I'll have to prove to people they came from the show tank. I'm not going to go through all that. And to get them out these little holes, we couldn't have cut these up and saved them. We'd have had to ruin them. So everybody that don't like them, that's just too bad. This is how they're going to be. And I put in the cichlids with it, and the colors match the corals. Even though it's a coral reef insert and it's freshwater fish, that's okay with me. I love the amount of colors and prettiness in this tank. And this is just one of the wow factors here. And, we love it. We're getting ready to put the background on. We're taking a poll as to blue or black, or leave it, plain on the back. What's your favorite on the background so far, Josh?
I don't know. I'm partial. I say white because it's the easiest.
I'm thinking blue myself because it really makes them pop. The black is really good and makes the colors pop, but it shows all the particulates in the water. It looks a little grayish color. It ain't as clear as the blue. We don't know. We're going to take a poll and we're going to let you guys decide. All right, you ready? So now for the next fish. Now this will be a number 5, I believe. Yeah, 5. Yep. Brachyplatystoma tigrinum. This is a beautiful fish. I love my tigrinus. I had my last one was 28 inches. He ended up dying. We didn't realize that we weren't monitoring our water so much because with the amount of water coming in, it was always staying under 20 parts per million. But we kept on getting more and more fish. And, next thing you know, we look and our 28-inch tigrinus is doing circles at the top of the tank, and we didn't know if that's old age or what. But we checked the nitrates, and it was at 120 nitrates. So we went ahead and kept on doing water changes for days. We got it all fixed, but we ended up losing the tigrinus. We don't know if it was the high nitrites or it was his age, because he was 28 inches, biggest tigrinus I've ever seen. But we did lose him. So Josh got me another one, and now we're growing them out. And we monitor our nitrates once a week to make sure they're staying under 20 parts per million. That's just, how you got to do it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful fish.
Yes. Now, if you'll stand back just a little bit, come on over here.
Okay.
This guy over here is my buddy. That's Pittsburgh. He's number Pittsburgh. 4 because of his personality. He is so happy. And, he just has that see that face on there?
Yeah.
He deserves a voice to that face, and I want to do it. I want to put it on a computer and make him a voice, but it'll be something sort of like, hi guys, you know, something silly like that. It just matches his face. You know, he's just so adorable, and he's so fun to play with. And
he is.
You know, I reach in and pet him, and you know, it's just he's an amazing fish, and everybody loves him. I mean, nonstop. Just you know, he's like a, I don't know,
mascot or something.
Mascot, thank you. He's like the mascot of OFR. So now, the next one ain't really a huge monster fish, but he's a vicious little thing.
All right, let's get to it.
My abba. Now, the last one I had was 4 foot, almost 4.5 foot, and I decided that we didn't have a big tank that we could give to him himself, because he can't go in with anything at that size. They will kill anything they're in with. The problem being is, I didn't have a big tank. I'm running a rescue. It's more to, you know, for rescuing and stuff. Let's go ahead and give him to a public zoo, public aquarium. He can live out his life, get up to his maximum 5 foot, and people love him. They live a long time. And I can go ahead and use these big tanks for a bunch of fish. Well, as soon as I got rid of him, I regretted it. So Josh bought me this guy, and like 12 inches. And now he's, I'd say he's coming up on 28, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, he's up there. He's getting up there. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the.
Well, 1 foot is 12 inches. 2 foot is 24. He's bigger than that, so I'd say he's almost 30 inches, 28 inches. But just watch his, zoom in on his fins. Watch his fins. That's just so mesmerizing.
It is. It is.
Look at that.
It's
and
hypnotic.
He's sitting still.
Yeah.
Hypnotic. Good word for that. He's sitting still, and you know, he can swim forward. He can swim backwards.
Get him
yeah, he's
close
really
to his face.
Yeah, he's really neat.
Yeah, he is. I really like this fish a lot.
Now, this next one, I traveled 92 hours, non-stop, no sleep, no nothing. It was a crazy ride. You guys all saw the videos and stuff. When I got back here, I fell out of the truck and broke all the tendons on my shoulder, and they had to go to surgery and sew them all back on and all that. It was all for this fish over here. Where's he at? Other side. Let's go this way. Now this tank is cloudy because I just got done feeding. Like I said, I didn't know Will was coming to do this. Where's he at? Oh, there he goes. He's now on the other side. My big platinum red tail. We got that boy from Vincent Wu. Let's go ahead and walk on the other side. I so love this fish. He is just amazing. He's just so white. There's no like defaults. I mean, he's just beautiful platinum, you know. And he's just impressive looking. Like somebody bit him on the side. You see the red mark?
I do now.
He's just so impressive, and I love when he eats and his belly fills up. And he's huge. I mean, that's what is he? 34 inch red tail.
He's definitely a huge fish.
Yeah, he's 36 inch, 36 to 34, somewhere's in there. He's a big boy. He's one of the mascots here, and you know, love him. And of course, you want to see the number one, because that's number 2. The number 1 fish here that is my favorite. You all know this. I don't even have to tell you. You guys know this. Okay. Now, since you all know this, I'm just going to show them to you. It's kind of dark in here, but this is my boy Brutus. Now he came to us from Matt's Monster Fish. He's a big boy. He's over 4 foot. And then, you know, watch the power of this guy. Here's some pellets, Brutus.
He said, yeah, son, I've been waiting on that.
There goes a couple 36-inch red tails. Now there's so many more that we love in here, you know. We got Big Bill in here. Huge red tail. We've got the one that's, I think, is mating with Big Bill. Don't have a name, but it's about 2 inches bigger than Big Bill. Those guys are amazing. We got the platinum. Oh, how can I leave them out of the top 10? The platinum alligator guard. The platinum guards were given to us by my buddy John Trong. He brought them to us when they were little, and we were just supposed to hold them for 6 months. And he was moving to Michigan, and he started up his own nail salon. Him and his wife work at and stuff. and they're doing great out there, but he just don't have time for a tank, and then they got too big, and then he just said to sell them off, and I was like, oh no, you gave it to us, John, we'll keep them here, we'll let people enjoy them, you come back and visit them anytime. So basically, I got to add the platinum alligator guards on #1. So that shares with Brutus. We got the top 11.
There we go.
Wait, there's more. There's another one I got to add.
What about that one over there? How about these over here?
That's the way it is.
It is.
So I hope you guys like my top 10 list. I appreciate you following along, hanging out with us. Will, you're doing a heck of a job on our second channel. Thanks. And still on your own channel.
Appreciate it.
You're coming a long way, son.
Appreciate
Pretty
it.
soon we're going to have to start paying you something. All right, guys. You take care and stay fishy, my friend.